Chapter 7. A New Spider-Man. Someone was knocking very softly on Peter's door. Peter got up slowly and opened the door. Mary Jane was standing there. He wasn't pleased to see her. He was too upset about Uncle Ben's killer. "Aunt May called me," she said. "She told me about this criminal who killed Uncle Ben. She's worried about you." Peter couldn't speak. He turned and went back into the room. MJ followed him and closed the door. Her heart ached for Peter. "You killed the wrong man," she said. "But you didn't know that when you pushed him." "I didn't kill him! I didn't push him!" Peter replied sharply. "He was pointing a gun at me. I moved, he fell." MJ had chosen the wrong words, but she really wanted to help Peter. She didn't want to make things worse. "If I can help you in some way, I'm here," she said. "Thank you for coming," Peter answered, but his voice sounded flat and cold. He opened the door for Mary Jane. Right now, he needed to be alone. He had to think about how to make things right. "Everybody needs help sometimes," she said as she walked out. "Even Spider-Man." Peter didn't even say goodbye. He switched on his police radio. Uncle Ben's killer is out there, he thought. Lots of other criminals are out there too. He thought about Sandman and how he had escaped from Spider-Man. That won't happen again, he promised himself. Criminals can escape from the cops, but they won't escape from Spider-Man. Not anymore. Later that night, Peter was lying on his bed wearing his Spider-Man suit. The police radio was still on, but Peter wasn't listening. He was in a deep sleep. The black goo moved from his clothes cupboard towards his bed. As it moved closer and closer, Peter's dreams became darker. He saw Flint Marko shoot Uncle Ben, and Dennis Carradine fall to his death, over and over again. The black goo moved slowly across Peter's red and blue suit until it covered it completely. It became part of Spider-Man's suit. Peter opened his eyes. He was high up in the air above the city. He looked up and saw that he was hanging on a line of webbing from one of the tallest buildings. "What's happening?" Peter asked in surprise. Just then, he saw himself in the mirrored wall of the building. "Wow," he thought. "Awesome!" His spider suit was completely black, and he felt really strong. Much stronger than usual. He ran straight down the side of the building. Then he jumped up high, turned in the air and landed on a very narrow wall. It was an impossible jump. "I couldn't do that before," thought Peter. He felt amazing. With this new black suit, he could do anything. "This feels good," he said. "This is something else."